garbage man. At the other forward position, Michael. The head coach of this team is Michael. Shooting guard at 6'6" number 2, Shai, Gilgeous-Alexander. Man in the middle at 7'0", number 12, Steven Adams. At the power forward position, 7 feet 7 inches, number 44, Kenny Ingram. At the other forward position, 7 feet, number 22, the bodyguard. At the other guard position, 6'0", number 3, Chris Paul. Billy Donovan is your head coach. Ladies and gentlemen, your Oklahoma City Thunder.
2K Sports presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, Coach Mike Malone had this to say about his understated superstar, Nikola Jokic. Malone said he's truly beloved by all his teammates. No ego, a little bit goofy, doesn't take himself too seriously, and with his success, he's still the same kid. That's why everybody cares about him and respects him. Kevin?
The Nuggets lucky to have him. Thanks, David. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Jamal Murray. Jokic is out there with Garbage Man. Then it's Miller, and it's Porter in at the 3 spot. And for the Thunder, they've got Steven Adams, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. Then it's the bodyguard, and it's Ingram in at the 4 spot. What great athleticism with both these teams. I mean, every move is so graceful, so skilled. I mean, majestic.
It is, Kevin. There's an explosiveness. There's this speed that is absolutely incredible to watch. Every possession up and down the floor could have the potential highlight reel.
So off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. Here's Paul. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Down low. And stolen by Miller.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the 3-pointer on the break, but I like the decision.
Pitch kicks to Porter. Doesn't go for him. And the Thunder going the other way. Here's the bodyguard. Good D by Miller.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Now, here is Miller. Ingram comes with the double team. Out to the right wing. And Chris Paul hits from deep.
And Paul has a beautiful stroke from deep. A gifted shooter who drains perimeter shots with consistency. It's hard to find many arenas that have a better home court advantage than Oklahoma City.
Greg, it is the only show in Oklahoma City, and this arena gets loud. The fans come out every game. There is no doubting this is one of the best arenas in the NBA.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the miss by Jokic. And that one, good. Chris Paul's got 5 now.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And Miller throws it down hard.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Here's Paul, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jokic. Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. It's no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon, and even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever.
That one is on.
And the future Hall of Famer continues to get it done. Paul is a special point guard who just wants to win.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. The kid, he's checked in for Adams. Alinari comes in for Ingram. Jay's checked in for the bodyguard. And it's Skinny in for Gilgeous-Alexander. He hits the second from the line. Nuggets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Jackson passes to Rain. Stripped it away. Pass to Mills. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
And you gotta love how Paul sees the whole court. So maybe the best quality for a point guard to have.
Now here's Porter. Banked in off the glass.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Paul looking around, and they double up Paul. The kid passes to Brandon. Oklahoma City moving it around. And Grant sends it back.
Well, he's got to be a defensive stalwart. And Jeremy Grant using his size to send it back.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Brandon. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 5 on the clock. Stolen by Grant. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Pass to Brandon. Passes it to the kid. Over to the wing. Porter with the steal. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Nuggets lead by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. Chris Paul talks about the matchups he faces at the point guard.
Toughest position in the NBA night in and night out is the point guard position. You know, every night you look at the board, the coach is pretty much going to say, their team goes as such and such goes. You know what I mean? So that's the toughest part, and that's probably the funnest part, too, because it's competition.
And CP3, one of the most competitive players in the game.
It's an obsession with him, and you can see how hard he gets after it every time he takes the court.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how Denver's doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
And now let's check out the lineup courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Jay. Gallinari is out there with the kid. Then there's B, and it's Day in at the 2-guard position. Rebounded by Jackson. Denver leading by 5. Throws it up high. Throws You and I were just talking about this as more and more players are going public with their trade requests. Do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we are not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is this in today's NBA. You've got to be nimble as an organization, and you have got to be attractive to them. And I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.
I think you're right on. And so here is Oklahoma City following the miss by Paul Millsap. 4 on the clock. Here's B. The Thunder with another miss. Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Jackson finds Millsap. Jackson looking around. The rebound by Day. Under trailing by 7. To the inside. Out to Gallinari. Trying to get something going. And the rejection by Jackson. No good from Grant.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
1:29 left to play here in the half. B, who's covered by Grant. B, the pass to Mills. Not gonna go that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. On the way, Harris. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Releases. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's Mills who will bring it up for Oklahoma City.
Put a body on somebody. Talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box out.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years. No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding. But he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one.
Underrated coming into the league and underestimated. Millsap doesn't have any doubters anymore.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. Big group substitution here for Denver. Bowl, he's checked in for Grant. Miller comes in for Rain Man. Murray's checked in for Gary Harris. And it's Dimes in for Jackson. Both free throws good for Millsap. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Got a piece of it. Lobs it up there for Ingram. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. Jokic is checked in for Denver. 7 seconds left in the first half.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Here's Jokic. Following the score by Oklahoma City. Bull the pass to Murray. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets. And so it's the Denver Nuggets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with Coach Mike Malone. How has ball movement opened up things for you offensively?
Every game we have where we get into a one-on-one game, over-dribbling, not passing, we become very easy to guard. The good thing about tonight is the ball is moving. We're trying to make plays for each other. When we move the ball, we get high percentage shots, which is all we can ask for.
Thanks very much for your time, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a one-point lead. They gathered some serious momentum in the second quarter, and as well as they played, it's a little bit of a surprise that their lead isn't more than 7 points here at the half. Shaq, let's get your take on Denver.
Well, the offense is running on all cylinders. Guys are focused, executing, not playing outside of themselves. That's why their shooting percentage was so high. See it up there in the stratosphere. Anyway, they're mixing things up, which keeps the defense scrambling.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Oklahoma City?
Well, they're trailing in this game because they're shooting under 35%. Now, I've got to give a lot of credit to the defense, forcing the shooters off their spots and making them feel uncomfortable. But if someone takes something away from them, you have to be able to adapt. So they need a whole new game plan because right now they're in trouble.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And look at Chris Paul. What a contribution.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. The Nuggets leading by 7. So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Miller. Michael Porter's out there with garbage man. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Murray in at the 1. And that one's good by Porter.
And shots like this are why people are just so high on Porter. Has such a quick release on that jumper.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And it's sent back by Jokic. Outside Miller. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. Doris, so interesting to watch 7-footers who almost never shot 3-pointers make that now a featured part of their game.
Give some credit to the coaches who recognized the game was being revolutionized and that three-point shooting, regardless of position, would become integral to success. So a guy like Marc Gasol, who actually fought the idea of taking threes, Brook Lopez, Nikola Vucevic, all of them have become more integral to team success and more capable NBA players because they can shoot the basketball. It's beautiful.
It is evolving and adapting. That size has been something to watch. Under trailing by 13. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the pass to the body. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Adams. A shot missing. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Here's Carter. And they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3, terrific play calling, everything clicking out of the gates here.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Pass to Paul. For Murray, that's tipped.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
That's his first personal foul.
The Nuggets have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And they were 75% from the line a season.
The first one falls. Both free throws good for Miller. And first time of the game called for Oklahoma City.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Dance team. Come on, show your appreciation for the Thunder Girls.
Thunder trailing by 18. Now here's Paul. 6 points for him. Dishes to Ingram. Adams wide open. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Now here's Ingram. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's the lob to Adams. And behind us, the alley-oop.
And with a strong finish, he finally ends that 13-0 run by the Nuggets. Well, a look at that 2018 Clippers draft pick and Gilgeous-Alexander. His incredible size at the point guard spot makes him one of the more intriguing players from that class.
And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul. A different look for Oklahoma City. The kiddies checked in for Steven Adams. D comes in for the bodyguard. And B subbed in for Paul. The Nuggets also changing it up. Rain Man's checked in for Porter. And it's Jackson in for Murray. 1:44 left to play in the third. Here's Rain Man. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. And last season with Gilgeous-Alexander, Greg, you could see what he was capable of. His length.
Well, it's just so difficult to slow up when he's running downhill at a defender. Already a plus defender in his offense coming along. He could be a scary figure at that point guard position.
Denver with the ball. The Thunder making the shot. 6 to shoot. Miller outside. Here's Garbage Man. The rebound by Day. Thunder trailing by 16. Here's Ingram. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's clearly a foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Ingram. For the Thunder, Skinny is checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for B. Big group substitution here for Denver. Bowl, he's checked in for Jokic. Grant comes in for Garbage Man. Harris is checked in for Miller. And it's Dimes in for Jackson. Both free throws good for Ingram.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
51 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Terrell. He's guarded by Schroeder. Terrell, the pass to Harris. And again, Denver, no good.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough. Well, as soon as you recognize the size mismatch, you have to
71% from the line last season, and rest assured they're hoping to bring those numbers up this year.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Mills is checked in.
What's up?
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Kicks the ball. It's blocked. Now Mills. Pass to the kid. Schroeder with the ball. Out to the wing. Here's Brandon. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Brandon's got it back down to within single digits for Oklahoma City. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Nuggets on top, up 8. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Skinny. Then there's Gallinari. Then there's Jay, and it's the kid, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Now, here's Schroeder. Back to Mills. A 3-ball. And the Thunder, another 3.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Denver leading by 5. Here's Terrell. Here's Harris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Gallinari. And one thing you have to love about Gary Harris, the way he can explode to the rim.
And Harris is a natural scorer from all parts of the floor, but he can just rocket himself for dunks you aren't used to seeing from players of his size and stature.
And the first one at the line is good for the Thunder. Adams comes in for the kid. And the bodyguards subbed in for Gallinari. And a switcher also for Denver. Porter's checked in. And Harris drops them both.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Passes it to Mills. To the wing right. From deep three-point range, Porter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. They led the game at 1 point by 20. It's blocked. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
Mills. Shooting. 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for the Thunder. Paul comes in for Dennis Schroeder. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic, he's checked in for Rain Man. Miller comes in for Gary Harris. And it's Jamal Murray in for Dimes. And both free throws good for Mills.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Ball against Murray. The 9-foot shot. That one good for 2. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander over Miller off the left rim and out. Murray against Paul. Murray surveying the D. Now the pass to Jokic. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Quarter, no luck. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Oh, the offensive rebound.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He was just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Pass to Jokic. In the corner, Bull with it. No good from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Jacks up a 3. Tries again. Shots good by Mills.
And you want to take these big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to be better defensively.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're up by 3. 1:32 left in the game. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Jamal Murray.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He said keep grinding. They're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfect. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if we can build on this lead.
Here's Jokic. The Thunder making the shot. Back to Murray. For 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
That's one of those clutch shots he's going for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
52 seconds left to play here in the fourth. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And that one sent the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful watch.
It falls.
Well, coaches might discourage that kind of look, but he'll take it anyway.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They trail by 4. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the middle, here's Paul. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Here's Jokic. And there's the foul. It's on garbage man. That is his first foul of the game. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're behind by 2. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth.
You got the soul, just when you are saying you got no hope, here comes the love.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded closely and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul.
first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Adams finds Paul. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-pointer tip. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. It looked like the game was getting away from you. So how big is it that you were able to come back?
You know, we got to do a better job of executing down the stretch. You know, as simple as that. We're just glad we got this win. We just can't let these things happen in the future.
I know you're going to keep working on it. Thanks again, Paul. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.